on. I'm hot.
One slow one, we behaving bad. Fast one slow one, we be fast one slow one, we behaving bad. Fast one slow one, we behaving bad. Fast one slow one, we behaving bad. Fast one slow one, we behaving bad.
screaming, I love you. Down deep, you know there ain't no blow up, so DK was DOA, yeah. I know what you here for now. Was I your idea? No, now don't you question me. I see you in your pipe dreams. Whether or not you know it's true, you're who they dictate to. That must hurt real bad, picking what you wish you had. Me, I'm a creator, thrill is to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker, know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play our cards. The other folks come ask about me. Bandwagon and they used to tell me. Blindside and they hit real hard. You just don't want to get a bodyguard. Steady friction in this creeping in just like an itch. So far I got the last lap. The wrist rise up, still I live fast. Wouldn't know if it's too fast. Got a soul and got no taste. Moving and speed up the pace. I got a lot go what always. All the talk is in the fear. Water walk if it gets you there. On the grind till the day is up. I'ma smash them down. Put them alone like what? Me, I'm a creator. Thrill is to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play our cards. Me, I'm a creator. Thrill is to make it up. The rules I break got me a place up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play our cards.
To you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, this is Ernie Johnson, 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal is with me. Thank you all for being here. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. Shaq, how would you assess that Dallas Mavericks roster?
Well, Dirk is older, but guess what, Ernie? He's still fun to watch. He's shooting that high fadeaway, and I like to call it the 1, 2, 3 jumper. That's German for 1, 2, 3, Ernie.
Yeah, but it's not catching on. I don't know.
1, 2, 3 jumper.
How about Monte Ellis?
Oh, Monte Ellis is explosive. Reminds me of AI, his crossover ability, his speed to get from end to end. Monte's a very exciting player also, Ernie.
Got anything catchy that you can hang on Monte Ellis, like you hung on Dirk?
No, I don't know what language he speaks.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 jumper.
I got nothing.
Hello again, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Dallas Mavericks. Dirk Nowitzki is back, and it's good to see him healthy again.
You know what, Kevin? It's quite cool for us to be here for his first game back. And I'll tell you something else. Any fears they had about his injury having ill effects on the team were swept aside pretty quickly when they began to play so well without him. They really didn't suffer in his absence very much at all.
No, but they sure are happy to have him back, because I'm not sure how long that run would have lasted with his talent missing from this lineup. Now all of a sudden you've got him returning, and you've got a team that already has some confidence. It's a pretty nice recipe for this team to go on a nice roll right now.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Marion is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Verajao in at the 5. And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA greats, Steve. He went with Larry, he went with Michael Jordan, and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the Big O. You know, the big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
Ellis wide open. Another 3 for Dallas.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
On defense, the Mavericks. 4-point game. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road too. I mean, with the way they just kept coming at him, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work.
Parsons attacking. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Nelson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Ellis kicks to Nowitzki. Rebound by Anderson Varejao. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving attacking. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now, here is Nelson. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game. Nowitzki. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Nowitzki's got his first basket.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving kicks to LeBron. Out to Marion. Love inside. He's against Nowitzki. Love, no luck. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Nowitzki with the screen on Marion. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Cavaliers trailing. A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
The one player on his mind in this matchup, Kevin Love. And it's not for his scoring ability, but for the harm he can do to a team on the backboards. You saw what he can do to teams if he goes unchecked, Coach said. We don't want to let him get up and get over 20 or 30 rebounds on us. And to do that, we got to check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
All right, Doris. Now, here is Nelson, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Nelson, the pass to Ellis. Off the pick, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Marion outside. Pass to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Mavericks leading by 4. Nelson kicks to Chandler. Chandler right side. Here's Nowitzki. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. This time they met in Cleveland.
Well, if they're going to avoid losing to this team like they did last meeting, they're going to have to do a better job rotating guys in and out and staying fresh, because they really did not use their bench, and it came back to haunt them.
And while we have a moment, let's find out which point guards have had the best month from the charity strike. 5th best, Jameer Nelson.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, that is typically where we find a lot of the top foul shooters in the league, quite honestly. But that doesn't mean we should take these guys for granted now. I mean, they put in an enormous amount of work to get to that level.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. And just to touch again on Steve's point, they had real problems dealing with the bench in the last loss.
I'd agree with you. I mean, it was the biggest issue for them. And like you said, Steve, they're going to have to go deeper into their own bench this time around.
Soft touch off the glass.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Kicks to Ellis. Chandler with the screen on Marion. Ellis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Monte Ellis, a scoring combo guard. The highest career scoring average ever, Steve, for a player never to be selected as an all-star in this league.
Yeah, he's always been on that borderline. Some of it, Kevin, has to do with, he's only been on a winning team 3 of his 8 seasons. 2 of those in Golden State, and then, of course, last year in Dallas. But you also think about the depth in the backcourt in the Western Conference. Boy, it's tough to make that all-star team.
And, for Ellis, at times he's been criticized as a volume scorer and not a great defender. Sometimes these labels that players get are hard to shake, whether they're true or not. But I think you can see improvement in Ellis's game in both areas. And if he can help the Mavs win big, I think he could be an all-star, should be an all-star.
Now here's James. 35 points for him last game against Phoenix. Marion setting the pick for Irving. And Ellis with the block.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Nelson outside, out to the right wing. Here's Nowitzki. Dallas again missing.
You look at Ellis defensively, quick hands, great in passing lanes. And of late, he's done better one-on-one. I think playing for a detail-minded coach like Rick Carlisle has helped him at that end of the court. Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Mavericks leading by 4. Now Nelson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Nowitzki with the screen on Marion. Ellis kicks to Nowitzki. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Outside Irving. And the shot is good.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Nelson kicks to Chandler. The feed now to Ellis. They double team Ellis. Parsons on the wing. Clock at 6. No one near him. And it's Dallas with another.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Now, here is Irving. He had 19 points in the win against Phoenix.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score. That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Nelson against Irving. Ellis outside. Back to Nelson. Ellis goes in. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Marion. James in the post. Covered by Parsons. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Chandler's got his third rebound on the night. Ellis dishes to Nowitzki. Nelson with a screen on Marion. Ellis against Marion. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for the Mavericks. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verajao. And it's Waiters in for Sean Marion. That free throw good from Ellis.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild every year.
Now here's James. Right now averaging 31 points a game. Kicks it out to Love. And stolen by Nowitzki. Parsons attacking. Aminu the pass to Nelson. Nowitzki sets a screen for Nelson. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Nelson kicks to Ellis. Steps back and fires. Love grabs the board. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Well, guys, the Mavericks have made the most out of this run since they've had Dirk Nowitzki. A strong team for so long because they never tore it down.
And there were times they could have. I mean, you have to respect that mentality that, you know, they've maintained their unity, their continuity. And as long as you have Dirk, you know you can put pieces around him to be competitive. That's what the Mavs have always done.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Ellis dishes to Aminu. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. A different look for Dallas. Crowder, he's checked in for Parsons. Felton comes in for Monte Ellis. And Harris subbed in for Nelson. Miller's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Kyrie Irving. And so here is Dallas. 6-point lead. Nowitzki with it. Picked up by Thompson. Outside Felton. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Dellavedova. Rebound by Raymond Felton. Mavericks leading by 6. Aminu the pass to Harris. Thompson with the block. And here we go with Waiters. Running it up the court. And he uses the glass on the layup. Waiters got his first points of the night. And so it's Dallas with it. Left side Harris. Pass to Crowder. Nowitzki with the screen on Waiters. Crowder kicks to Nowitzki. 4 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet. That's good. Nowitzki's got 8 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's Dellavedova. Guarded by Harris. Waiters dishes to LeBron. He kicks it to Thompson. Back to James. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Harris with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Feeds it to Crowder. Now, here's Aminu, covered by Miller. Here's Nowitzki, and it's Dallas with another.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
James, the pass to Dellavedova. Waiters with a screen on Harris. Back to James. Three-pointer. The Mavericks pull it in. Felton goes in. Here's Harris. Thompson with the rebound.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
There's 39 seconds left in the first. Aminu with the screen for Harris. Nowitzki kicks to Aminu. There's the dish to Harris. Puts up the baby hook. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Mavericks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That one is off. Good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Dellavedova dishes to James. Here's Thompson, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear. Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Mavericks have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
2 free throws for Aminu. Here's Waiters. No good. And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 7. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Tune in next Sunday night, March 15th. Joakim Noah and the Chicago Bulls take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. You don't want to miss it.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Harris is out there with Felton. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Mavs coach Rick Carlisle with over 2 decades of experience in the coaching ranks, now in his 13th season as a head coach.
Off the pick, Varejao grabs the board. Varejao's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Miller. The Mavericks pull it in. Left side, Felton. Dishes to Harris. Unloads from 13. Drained for 2 points. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
He's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
Picked by Varejao. Dellavedova, the pass to Varejao. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Varejao's got his second bucket of the night. Here are the Mavericks now. Harris outside. He feeds it to Felton. Harris outside. Takes it from 10. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And they've also been very productive from the foul line, getting there early and often.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And it's Ellison for Raymond Felton. Then for the Cavaliers, Love comes in for Mike Miller. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
And it's Harris off the drive. Good. Harris has got the lead back up to 7 now for Dallas.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Harris kicks to Irving. Marion, a screen on Harris. Out to Harris. There's the pass to Verjao. 4 on the clock. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 6 points.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play. Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, Dirk Nowitzki has a game that certainly should age well. He said standing in the corner shooting a 3-ball will never be a problem. It's the preparation you have to do every summer. Once I get tired of that, it'll be over quick. You've got to put in a lot of work at this age to still perform at a high level. A pretty honest assessment, guys.
A great work ethic, Doris, and he holds himself to that standard all the time. Thanks.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
And it's Ellis penetrating, and that one's good. Ellis has got 14 points.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. Marion kicks to Irving. Out to the right wing. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the night here. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. Dallas making a switch here. Nelson's checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for Cleveland. Verjao dishes to Love. 6 on the shot clock. And on the way from Irving for 3. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nelson, the pass to Chandler. Here's Aminu, averaging 6 points per contest. Ellis kicks to Nelson. Marion against Parsons, and he gets it to go.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Chandler Parsons signing a 3-year, $46 million contract offer with the Mavericks. This past offseason, Clark, everyone expecting him to get a nice raise, but he's making max-type money.
Sometimes it's a matter of timing, Kevin. The Mavs clearly value him highly, and at the same time, they weaken a division rival, so it's a win-win as far as they're concerned.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. Chandler with the steal. In low to Ellis, and stolen by LeBron. Love outside. It's stolen by Aminu. Fast break, Dallas. Goes up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
Here's Irving following the score by Dallas. To end the run, Aminu grabs the miss. And Parsons still pretty young and with time to improve, has the size to play some power forward in certain lineups and a good spot-up three-point shooter, especially from the corners.
Certainly is.
You have to like what we're seeing from Monte Ellis.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And Parsons accurate with his three-point shot, despite it being fairly flat in his trajectory. He's got an excellent shot fake, too, and he'll even flirt with an up and down or a traveling violation to sell you on that shot fake.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Chicago. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, Cleveland in second place.
When I look at Cleveland, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
Now, here is Irving. 8 points for him. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Irving's got 10.
And the field goal percentage now up over 50%, so the offense coming around.
Yeah, Steve, I think that's a good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gates, but looking to regain some ground right now.
Here's Ellis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
It wasn't just offense either, Kevin, and he was so disruptive defensively. I don't remember how many steals he had, but, man, he was dominant out there.
That's good.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now, here is Irving. 10 points for him. Marion outside. He's looking for Love and finds him. Here's Verajao. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's his first trip to the line.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line with his percentage currently about 79.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Cavaliers.
Anderson Varejao, a quality defensive center. Great rebounder, moves his feet well, anticipates, plays with a ton of energy, and he's one of those irritants. He gets under a lot of guys' skin.
Offensive rebound. Goes back up. James with the bucket. James has got it back down to single digits for the Cavs.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in. Now, here is Nelson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shot's good.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
And here is Waiters. Passes it to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Mavericks leading by 9. Nelson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Parsons outside. Nowitzki with the screen on LeBron. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. They double-team Nowitzki. Here's Parsons. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Chandler Parsons, until recently, had been one of the league's great bargains on his second-round contract. He found a way to supplement his earnings, though. He did some modeling for a designer clothing company. Caught some locker room grief for it, but hey, it's good work if you can get it, and I'm sure those checks kept him from being too offended by the locker room banner.
You guys were talking about Parsons' appearance. He cut his hair off last season as a show of solidarity with a 10-year-old he'd met who was battling cancer. What a generous gesture, a great gesture, Steve, on his part.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the two had formed a bond and both drew inspiration from each other. You love to see it, and Parsons showing not only that he's an effective player on the court, but definitely an inspiration in his community as well.
Mavericks leading by 9. Nelson dishes to Ellis. And it's Aminu in the corner. Pass to Parsons. Left side, Parsons. That's good. Parsons got 7 now in this quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Outside Irving. Kicks it to LeBron. Love with the screen for James. And that one is hammered home.
How about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
The Mavericks shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Nowitzki sets a screen for Nelson. Right wing. Nowitzki kicks to Nelson. Misses the 3. LeBron with it. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Waiters. Defense right on him. The feed to James. Back to Irving. It's deflected and stolen by Parsons. Nelson with it. Picked up by Love. Nelson against Waiters. Nelson the pass to Ellis. Here's Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
He had no problem knocking down that shot. And a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Now, here is Irving. 14 points for him. LeBron trying.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, it's funny. Back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
A different look for Dallas. Crowder comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Felton in for Ellis. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Mike Miller's checked in for Kevin Love.
And you think back to LeBron after the 2011 finals. Many also questioned whether he had, quote unquote, what it took to win a title. He's obviously answered those questions.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Miller. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. Dallas leading by 7. And some harsh criticism, Clark, for LeBron after the decision, or his comments after the 2011 finals.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's really impressive to see how he's handled that. He misspoke and mishandled both of those situations. And to his credit, he's expressed regret about those things. Displaying a maturity we've always seen in him. One of the remarkable things about LeBron is that for the magnitude of his celebrity and his stature and the expectations, I don't know if we've had an athlete handle himself any better under the hot, bright lights of stardom.
Now, here's Thompson after LeBron James's miss. Tries yet again. Irving dishes to Thompson. Over Parsons. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Thompson.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Now here's Nowitzki. 14 points for him.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Thompson, a screen on Nelson. Waiters with the screen for Irving. He dishes it to LeBron. Raiders on the wing. And finished off by LeBron.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Mavericks leading by 5.
And they'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Exactly. No need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter.
Nowitzki kicks to Nelson. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Nelson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Nobody near Irving. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so we wrap up the first half. Mavericks lead by 7. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
It seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Here's Irving. On the court for Cleveland, the two stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4, Kyrie Irving is out there with Marion, and it's Verajao in at the center, filling out the middle.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he does. So it's the Cavaliers now. The Mavericks making the shot. It's LeBron with the drive. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
Nelson, the pass to Nowitzki. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Irving's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Deflects the pass and stolen by Parsons. Ellis dishes to Chandler. Here's Nelson and counting. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Jameer Nelson, a stocky 6-foot guard, now in his 11th season out of St. Joe's. College Player of the Year his senior season.
And Clark Nelson on the shorter side for a point guard, but very solidly built.
Compactly so, and a really good competitor, smart, tough point guard. His size is a disadvantage defensively, but has been a good jump shooter and floor general throughout his career.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
And it's rebounded by Anderson Verajao. Verajao's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here's Love from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 6th assist on the night. Mavericks leading by 7. Chandler with a screen for Nelson. And James pulls it down.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And they double up James. Pass to Irving. And the shot is good. Now just a 5-point Maverick lead for Dallas. They've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Nowitzki sets a screen for Nelson. He kicks it to Nowitzki. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Nowitzki's got 18 points.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Nelson against Irving. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Marion kicks to Love. And he dunks it home.
Tell you what, he's not going to win any high jump competition, so it's a good thing he doesn't have to go too far to get to the rim.
I'm not sure he could, or any of us could slip a piece of paper under him when he takes off.
It doesn't matter much, so, Kevin, because he's such a big man. I mean, if he gets positioned, forget about it.
Here's Ellis, following the basket by Kevin Love. Ellis with it. Sean Marion covering. The drive by Ellis. Here's Nowitzki, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Nowitzki's got 4 points this quarter.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Verajao setting the pick for James. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Here's Ellis, following the score by Cleveland. With the teardrop, and it's rebounded by Anderson Verajao. The Cavaliers trail by 5. The drive by James.
What a night so far for LeBron. He has 17 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
The Cavaliers have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Dallas. Harris comes in for Nelson. And both free throws good for LeBron. Here's Harris. He's got 7. Feeds to Aminu. Ellis outside. Ellis draws the double. Harris with it. And it's Marion picking him up. And that one's good, Ellis.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving passes to James. Marion setting the pick for LeBron. Launches it. The shot by Marion, no good.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Ellis outside. Aminu with it. He's going up against Love. 6 to shoot. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. That doesn't go either for Ellis. The dish to Irving. Love with the screen on Ellis. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Sean Marion. And stolen by Parsons. Top the key, Aminu. Harris outside. Ellis with the screen for Harris. It's Chandler high post. Ellis outside. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Ellis.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit
Oh!
Look out! Watch out below! Wow!
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
And so here is Dallas. The Cavaliers making the shot. Parsons dishes to Chandler. Stolen by Verajao. LeBron outside. LeBron left side. And stolen by Parsons. Harris right side. That's good on the jump shot. Harris has got 9.
That's a nice play there. The more contributors this team can get, the better.
Love with the screen on Harris. Dellavedova kicks to James. The kick out to Irving. A 3-pointer off the mark. Mavericks leading by 6. Parsons attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists tonight.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Well, despite his 6'3" height, Monte Ellis is at his best operating from the mid-range in. He's a superb athlete. He can slice into the defense and finishes with an outstanding touch around the rim.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. An opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. LeBron James, #1, and of course Chandler Parsons. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And you talk to some coaches around the NBA, they say that Monte Ellis is the closest thing in the league right now to an Allen Iverson.
I would not disagree with that comparison, Kevin. I mean, you look at the quickness, the agility, the ability to score amidst the tall timber is really unique at his ability to finish against taller players. And you love the fearlessness. That's what really was the hallmark of Allen Iverson, and I see some of that in Ellis, too.
Here's Chandler following the score by Cleveland. Aminu misses. The drive by James, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. That's on Monte Ellis. The Cavaliers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks leading by 3. Ellis outside. Chandler against Love. And it's Aminu in the corner. Uncovered. The shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Irving passes to Love. And Thompson kicks to Dellavedova. Dishes to James. Here's Thompson. Goes up again. The pass to Dellavedova. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Chandler with the screen on Irving. Ellis dishes to Chandler. He feeds it to Aminu. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Harris off the drive. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Blocked. Now Ellis. He's got 17. Good. Ellis has got 19 points.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Love with the screen on Harris. Irving kicks to LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's 29 points for LeBron.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Harris kicks to Ellis. Chandler is screened, back to Harris, and stolen by Love. For the tie, outside Irving. For the lead, the Mavericks pull it in. Ellis, the pass to Chandler, and that one's good. Chandler's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Good sets, good offensive sets are built on solid screens, and that was an example of how you don't want to set a pick.
Now, here's Ellis. 4-point game. 1:46 left in the 3rd quarter. James kicks to Irving. Fires from deep. And he gets it to go. Dellavedova's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And the Mavericks call time here. different look for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Felton in for Crowder. Cleveland also making some changes. Miller comes in for Kevin Love. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Harris dishes to Felton. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Harris passes to Nowitzki. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Dallas again missing. The Cavaliers trailing. And Waiters kicks to Thompson. And stolen by Nowitzki. Harris against Miller. To the right side. Back to Harris. For three, Ellis. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. That's now 22 points for Ellis. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Dallas?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast.
Wow.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
Harris dishes to Ellis. Back to Harris. Elbow shot is on the way. That one wide left.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
Yeah, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Now here's Ellis. 22 points for him. Outside for Felton. From the arc. Another three for Dallas.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Irving with it. No good on the buzzer beater. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Mavericks on top, up 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Next Monday night, March 16th, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers go on the road to battle the Washington Wizards. Don't miss it.
Dallas leading by 3. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Nowitzki. Then it's Nelson. Then it's Felton in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Parsons' shot is off. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. On its way from Irving for 2. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Irving's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Nelson against Irving. Nelson, the pass to Aminu. Nowitzki in the post. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 6 assists now in the game.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Irving attacking. Waiters gets a wide open look. No good on the triple.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Irving kicks to Waiters. Marion setting the pick for Waiters. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Nowitzki inside. A floater, and the basket good. Nowitzki's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Irving kicks to Waiters. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. It's Marion with the drive. At the elbow, Verajao. And a wide open look for Irving. No good with the triple. Dallas leading by 5. Nelson outside. Here's Felton. And he gets the bucket.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Love's checked in for Cleveland. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. And they make the adjustment, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Irving kicks to Marion. Cleveland moving the ball around. Over Chandler. Another miss by Love. Mavericks leading by 7. Shoots from 14. Misses off the right iron.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Irving dishes to Verajao. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Here's Waiters. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Tyson Chandler did not like that. Wow.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Passes to Nowitzki. The stupendous finish in traffic. Nowitzki's got 10 points here in the second half.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Shots good by Waiters.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Mavericks leading by 5. Nelson outside. Nowitzki sets a screen for Parsons. No one near Felton as he lets it go. No good from outside. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Waiters with the ball, and it's Nelson picking him up. Verajao with a screen on Felton. Irving passes to Verajao. Puts up a 3, and Love with the basket on the assist by Verajao. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Felton. Nowitzki a screen. Felton kicks to Nowitzki. The shot misses. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance there. I like what we're seeing.
It's a pick by Love. Verajao setting the pick for Marion. Just 5 on the clock. Verajao with a screen on Parsons. It's tipped. Chandler with the steal. And Parsons kicks to Felton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Felton's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Here's Love. It's rebounded by Dallas. Chandler's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Nelson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Nelson dishes to Felton. Nobody near Parsons. From outside, off the mark.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Irving kicks to Waiters. From past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 9th assist in the game now.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Nowitzki a screen. Parsons passes to Felton. Kicks it to Nowitzki. Back to Felton. Parsons on the wing. Puts it up from 17. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make them work for it. Challenge every shot.
Verajao setting the pick for Irving. Raiders on the wing. Marion outside. Pass to Love. To take the lead. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. Kevin Love, an incredible rebound. And it seems, Steve, he's brought that same desire and tenacity to his overall development as a player.
Yeah, his commitment to his conditioning has been big. His development with his three-point shooting, constantly working on his game, and he's become one of the big stars in this league by putting in the time and effort.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And you talk about that internal drive and desire for Kevin Love. You see it from his physique to his skills, and most of all, in his video game numbers, which are even more eye-popping than his real numbers.
They are. Good point, Clark. Very, very good point.
And I think as much as desire, Love's understanding of the game plays a big role in his success. He knows where to be on the court, but also what he needs to do off the court to put himself in position to be successful.
Nowitzki, good. So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 2. Outside Irving, there's the feed to LeBron. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Nelson against Irving. Here's Nowitzki. Can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Pass to Irving. Verajao with a screen on Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Pick by Verajao to take the lead. Kicks it out to James. Another shot. And right on target. Good. LeBron's got 35 in the game.
That's been a great day for him. And if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Nowitzki sets a screen for Nelson. He dishes it to Nowitzki. He kicks to Nelson. Dallas moving it around. On its way from Parsons for 2. Good on the jump shot.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
And here's Irving. Marion outside. Verajao with a screen on Nowitzki. Feeds to Irving. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Nelson.
Take a look at what Irving's done. 18 points and 10 assists also. He's showing some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Well, that's not a combination too many players are capable of either, guys.
And he makes the first. And so Irving nails both of them. Now, here is Nelson. Ellis outside. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. Nelson's got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. Cavaliers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Love with the screen for Irving. And taken away by Ellis. Now the dish to Nowitzki. Back to Ellis. And there's the pass to Nelson. He feeds it to Nowitzki. The shot is off. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. 1:58 left in the fourth. LeBron kicks to Love. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Love's got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 2. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. Ellis with it. And it's Marion picking him up. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
It's all about communication, Kevin. You can't have too much of that as a team. And he's really leading, trying to gather his guys together.
Clark?
Well, I agree with all of that. I mean, when you're talking about orchestrating your offense and defense, that requires a lot of communication, understanding where people need to be and what everybody is doing right. And if mistakes are being made, those things have to be pointed out as well.
LeBron dishes to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 23 points for Kyrie Irving.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as you're making them, but make sure you don't start launching bad shots. That's a problem.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Dishes to LeBron. Launches it. And another 3 for Cleveland.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Verjao comes with the double team. Parsons. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Good game for Parsons. 18 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
I'll say, I mean, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 7.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Now Irving. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shots good by Ellis. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Marion, a screen on Parsons. Parsons against James. The tray. Rejected by Nowitzki. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. It's good from beyond the arc.
You know, the first thought from the defense there was to protect the rim, so that's why he was open for that transition three.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game, and just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
Yo, remember back on the bully when cats used to harmonize like, yo, check out situation. You ain't even fooling him.